Rip.
Whoa, what happened there?
That was
Facing
weird.
in the wrong direction.
Oh,
Like
damn.
around there.
Weird.
Let me guess, you have legacy controls.
I do, yes.
So when you backed up for a split second, you were facing towards the back.
I guess it capped that somewhere else because I was facing before he popped in on my screen.
I don't know what killed people on the other side, though.
Knockback prevention work in this phase?
I don't think so.
Maybe, but like the question is why.
For science?
Well, by all means, let's science it up because it's not gonna cause a wipe either way.
Okay.
Assuming you're doing it correctly in the first place.
Oh, wait, what?
5,000. Get it out of the way soon.
Was that your science?
That was me being unlucky or lucky, I guess, depending on how you look at it.
Rip. Rip. Super rip. Dogs are so quiet.
Everyone's so focused. I'm sure that's what it is.
I guess I can start a ready check.
Tam's AFK, isn't he?
Yeah, he said, "Give me a sec."
But that was like more than a sec ago.
Story on those sausages. Oh, he's back.
I'm back.
No, I'm not gonna ready check twice. First one passed, 8 out of 8. Let's go.
That's weird. Why can't this boss be faster?
Is this fight not fast enough for you? You wipe after like 3 minutes.
He could get to the middle like 1 second faster.
Oh my fuck, we did it! Ah! Ah!
Are you saying
No
we
one
just
died.
beat?
Alright, we should be in our 8 ways, like right now.
Holder.
They're linking up. Checkers are out.
I moved a bit early, so also technically we're gonna. I mean, we would have died anyway from Hawk Blaster.
Oh!
I thought we were supposed to shift over.
Hey, spin crusher.
One of the chakrams came in a weird angle.
Yeah, that was me. That's what I was talking about.
What were you saying, Salanta?
You need to be on the ring in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it cannot be farther out than that. The dots are too far out.
Well, the dots disappear in the second phase. The arena gets replaced by a different graphic. But there is a ring in the middle, and that's what you should be standing on.
Really?
Yes.
The GIF doesn't show it that way.
Have you tried looking at something that's like, I don't know, an actual screenshot?
You got one?
That one GIF shows the middle ring, though.
So if you look at the text guide that we were using, you can see a very detailed picture of what the second arena looks like on page 23, 24, something like that. Where it has all those 8 different things. Underneath it is the floor pattern for the second phase.
Okay. What does that have to do with where I was standing?
There's a ring. I was saying there's no dots. There's a ring. You stand on the ring. On the
I
switch.
was standing here.
I know you were.
Yeah, so that's on the dot, which...
Why is this not safe?
Hitting the chakrams.
Yes. The chakrams are going to pick a random person and fly towards that person. If we're not all in the middle, then their path of deviation gets wider, and the people who are closer to the path of the chakram might just get...
We need to readjust our confidence in where they're going.
No, it doesn't matter very much, but you better not touch anybody.
It does matter if you're standing on top of
touching.
it because you still have Hawk Blaster.
I didn't say touching.
No touching.
No
Are we-
PDA.
Are we shifting clockwise or what?
Yeah, your shift... It doesn't matter as long as you're shifting towards the closest spot that is safe for you.
Well, if it's AC, we don't want 5 and 3, right? So clockwise.
If it's
Yes.
AC...
Well,
Yes,
no,
clockwise.
okay, so they dropped in at 1 and 3 on the last attempt, and so I shifted over to.
Oops. Sorry.
Okay, well,
But now you can show where you shifted to.
I shifted over to C. Should I have shifted to D instead?
Oh, yeah, because I shifted to B. Like I went right here.
Yeah, you also
So that would
don't.
have put 5 and 3. So that wait,
You also don't need
probably okay, but
Well, but the GIF shows splitting up 4 and 4, so it's just a matter of as long as we have 4 on each side, no one's going to have a whole pie slice to themselves.
no, I know. But if both of the people where the chakrams are shift opposing directions, so you went to the right and I went to the left, so we both ended up with 5 on one side. There'd be 3 on the other.
You
what I'm
also
saying.
don't need
So
to
if we
go-
all go clockwise, then that's
You also
Nearest
don't
can
need to go
talk.
very far. Just so long as you dodge the chakram, it's fine. The
Right.
entire
Well,
group
but
doesn't need to
but
shift.
within the expected deviation, if you're up here on the southern end of that ring and the chakram drops at 1, it's going to come to here. So, and with as wise as I have to be at least here or farther if I shift counterclockwise. And
That's why you want everyone to be stacked in the center.
Okay, so I think y'all are overthinking it a little too much. There's enough room even for 5 people on one side. The reason is the radius of Hawk Blaster doesn't matter at all. You will not get hit by Hawk Blaster if you do it correctly. The only important thing is you don't get hit by Chakram and you don't touch each other. As long as you protect those 2 things, it's fine. And it also means don't crisscross other people's path, or you might touch them while in transit. So that's why we spread out in our 8 ways. As long as people are affording you room. Like if you're one of the middle people, like you said, it was going from 1 to 3. I was like, you know, in the northwest region, like 4 and D can get closer to each other, just to make room for the people who are dodging from 3.
Closer. They still need They still need distance between each other because of the player targeted Hawk Blaster. That's what I'm referring to.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it won't hit you.
We're not getting hit by that, right?
Correct. We are not
We're
getting
baiting
hit
them
by.
outside and then running in.
We will take no damage until Photon. After the J kick thing, I should say whirlwind, since Photon just sits over.
That was the pattern where you took the initial hit.
Nope.
That's not in this fight, I believe.
Well, it'll be convenient if I'm wrong.
Right when you see the chakrams dash across, run back to the middle.
Well, you run to the
Without-
edge. You run to the edge, and when you see the chakrams move, that's your cue to run back in.
That's exactly what he said. Oh, there we go.
Damn it. Oh,
And
what? I thought it aggroed me, it aggroed Carrot.
No, it did aggro you, but since Ifrit's right there, once we're in combat, he starts attacking.
Oh.
And then it targets Carrot, because
It's just a go-getter.
he is.
Ifrit considers every pull a possible clear.
The boss Peloton or something.
I mean, I tried.
It's awfully low.
Yep. Oh, yeah. What? This makes no sense.
There goes all my Xenos.
I fucking shot it a few times. It's fine.
Yeah.
Wait for it. Shotguns are out.
And then there's the wall.
I kind of wish it would give you like 3 seconds before fading out so that you have a better chance to review what just happened. So it's just like, and then everyone died back to the beginning.
All I could see was Brute Justice. He's so big.
So if we're going clockwise and they spawn 3-1 like that, Kanata, I guess you want to go further north.
I thought they were AC. No?
They were that time.
Were they AC? I thought they
Yeah,
were
because it was
3-1.
coming at Tam's head. That's I'm pretty sure what killed him.
Okay,
Yeah.
my camera.
I
Whatever.
moved about a quarter of a pie slice, and that wasn't enough.
You should be moving like 3/4 of a pie slice or more. Like you, really, the space is so generous. Like we have so much room to work with. The people who are even next to it should really just be moving in. Like I was at B, and 2 should be halfway between B and 2, because there's no reason not to be. Like the people who are close to the chakrams should not be close to the chakrams. There's a reason why that's the part of the fight that nobody has an alternate strat for, because it's so easy.
Okay, it's cover time. Nice. That's actually really good. If that happens.
No, look, it's not a strategy. We're not doing it. Not
It's
now.
so
Not
much easier to kill.
It's not happening.
Oh, that's not good. That's good. That's super not good.
Somehow we're alive.
How we're alive. What? What?
Now we're not alive.
That's probably an ad too high. Don't worry about it.
I'm very surprised we lived through that, though. What hit you, Terry? You took like
What?
50,000 randomly.
Yeah, because the hand hit.
Shows how much I pay attention to random health bars.
Didn't even notice.
This is fine.
Spicy.
Everything about this is okay.
Fuck.
Skeetered.
Not as Keikaku'd.
I need somewhere between 0 and 3 minutes.
Huh. I didn't know what it meant either.
Dr. Pepper?
Nope.
Or double penetration. I guess it depends on which Urban Dictionary you're reading.
Yes.
That's the one that came to mind. I'm sorry. See, I was trying to be aloof about it, but you know.
I didn't know what we were talking about anyways. I'm not hip enough. I don't read the Urban Dictionary.
Well, I didn't learn it from
your-
Urban Dictionary.
Your husband's the one who said it.
You gonna put me on the spot like that, man? Who does that?
Dynamic program. Oh, sorry. I'm getting distracted. This is making it take a longer. 1 second.
Just 0 to 3 minutes though. What is that? Could be a number of things.
I knew a guy in FF11 who would make all of his macros for his weapon skills reference some semi-obscure sexual act from Urban Dictionary.
That must have been annoying.
There are some creative ones, let me tell you.
I mean, at this point, it's a self-joke. Like, people go on there and come up with shit just to post it.
Yeah, but this was like 12 years ago. But do your USB cables explain USB superposition?
Undo the twist tie. Until later.
You have taken its knowledge for your own.
I did think it was funny though that I was exposed to that Snoop Dogg video last night.
That was good. I put it on my class's Discord.
I kind of want a superpower where whatever I eat, I instantly know everything about it.
That would be depressing, I think.
You have a class Discord?
I made one, yes.
Doesn't your like school application have that sort of messaging and stuff in it?
I don't like it.
I guess that's fair. Which one are you guys using now?
We use Desire to Learn, D2L.
Okay.
It's pretty awful. I hate it. And it doesn't have a good, like, any sort of phone or mobile application. So, like, whoa.
I still have a soft spot for Angel. It had to have one of the best, like, grouping and forum setups I've seen in any of those software packages.
I just nowadays they want to do everything on their phones. So like if they don't have a good application for that, then it's really hard to get them to participate well. If I had a way of tracking the conversation better in Discord, I would have them just do it in Discord, but I can't.
Sorry, that took longer than I expected. This fight doesn't have enough cutscenes to eat in the middle of a poll.
Not like with Blue Mage when you have 14 seconds of
the moon flute.
Moon
Get a couple
flute.
bites in.
But this fight has plenty of white scenes.
My APM in this fight is probably the highest of any fight I've ever done. like this. I don't have res. Too late.
This can't be right.
I saw somebody target me, but nothing ever went off.
I'm very confused. very confused.
Why?
1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
I was like 4 and 7, and that's where's everybody else?
I
Like,
got very confused.
I assumed that
it's
10
like, why
was
does he
3.
follow me? I don't have partners. This dance is hard.
It was pretty lonely on the other side, let me just say.
I keep getting closer to getting this rotation right, but man, there's so many little ways to fuck it up.
That can't be right.
Okay. That's good.
Placeholder? Did you just teleport?
I'm not allowed to talk about Black Mage things with you,
Is that because he's a white mage?
so don't worry about it.
Mahachi secrets.
These are micro optimizations. Don't worry about it.
Micro optimizations in a phase with no DPS.
Did anybody die?
Yes,
That wasn't
but,
supposed
I
to.
mean, yes, but probably not.
yes, but
Well, then leave it alone. Nothing personal.
That's okay. I only play classes that don't have gap closers. That's why I had to stop playing Paladin.
Rip.
Oh, I'm garbage.
Sad.
So whatever happened to that science? Did you ever figure out if anti-knockbacks work?
I stopped trying and started using Manip instead. Probably though. I'm sure it does actually.
Hey, which mechanic?
For the cleave part.
Well, if you get hit by the cleave part and you're not supposed to, you're dead anyway.
I don't know about anti-knockbacks. If it's the same as it was in A11, then a shield will stop you from getting knocked back.
Assuming that the shield absorbs the entirety of the damage.
Yeah, I mean, an Adlo should.
So I'm pretty sure it does because when I was researching other strats, some of them involved actually using knockback prevention to abuse some shady positioning, for lack of a better way to put it.
It's like, this is stuff that's not going to get you thrown in jail, but you don't want anyone looking at your books.
It was a bit questionable. Like it was, if you don't knock back it, you're gonna get knocked into the next explosion because I don't know. But I think it's possible.
Sorry.
Oh, I don't even know what I did.
Impossible? That's impossible. I don't know why you guys are moving out of that. Stand there and accept your fate.
I'm upset.
thought I was fine there.
Well, you would have been if Kanata wasn't dead.
Well, I keep Kanata though.
You killed Kanata. Oh, well, how could you?
Yeah, I can't actually get closer because there's a bucket there, which is fine as long as I'm beam in my way. That's not good, that's not good. How you're not in the ring before.
Sorry, got a half a second because Asylum wasn't placing itself.
Super fun times.
Tam. Oh no, Tam.
Kanani, you waiting for an invitation?
I was waiting for the fourth puddle to drop.
The fourth one did drop, and then the fifth one in
Oh,
the
I
middle.
said
You
the
stood
third
still
one,
there.
didn't I?
Yeah, you were supposed to keep going. I'm like, why is he not moving?
I thought I was stopping on the fourth puddle. I stopped in front of the third puddle.
Yikes. I need a reverse, like, manip that kicks you in front of the 15.
Like reverse rescue. It's like push away.
Sorry, I ran a little too far ahead. Although I lived through the Hog Blaster.
That was impressive tank privilege.
Indeed.
I think that thing does like 1,000,000 damage to me. Oh my fucking god.
I might have moved a little too far on that one.
Aww.
I thought I got over to the other side of him in time, but I did not.
What happened to 2?
I was 2, and I did it right.
Then I guess what happened to 5 and 6?
5 got clipped by the charge because he went the wrong way, and then thought he got to the other side of Cruise Chaser in time, but did not. Apparently, the server was like, "Nope, you did not make it."
Unfortunate.
I'm ready.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that one was all me. I stepped in the AoE marker for a thousandth of a second.
I do sometimes believe my life would be easier if I played on a keyboard and mouse on a computer.
Probably would be.
I mean, you can use a keyboard and mouse on PlayStation.
Not how I am set up right now on my couch in front of the television.
Well, hey, I tell you what. If you're gonna start learning stuff from scratch, next raid tier could be the computer and mouse tier.
I will say that keyboard and mouse is very nice just for the ability to strafe.
Yeah, strafing seems nice. Like the precision. So when I on-avant, if my joystick is like not perfectly placed, I go in a random direction or a different direction. Like,
Yeah,
which is what happened there.
the main issue I have with it is you can't. It's a separate keybind to walk instead of run. Which, to be fair, doesn't usually matter, but occasionally it's been annoying.
I'm ready, sorry.
I'm tilted.
The AoE one? You're doing measurably more with AoE.
My first pull that I did well on the old rotation got 10.14k.
But your cap is higher than the stream.
It shouldn't be much
It's not,
higher.
but it's like, you know, higher.
Why? No. No. You know what? No.
He says
At
no.
least do the first part.
Was I too far forward, Carrie? What happened?
Well, it locks in whether you get hit or not before it locks in the direction that it's going. And so I'm like, alright. Locked in. And then I started running again. It's like, nope, I'm going to go forward instead.
Yeah. Space is pretty from the outside. All the colors.
Yeah.
And then that happened.
It's not a lot of time to.
All the colors.
Is that photon?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, that was
I gotta,
photon.
like, immediately cast.
Something else hit us.
Well-
I thought. Or did we photon
photon
take a
take
tick and then just all die?
Yeah, you instantly die to the dot if you don't have a shield.
You pretty much have to go out there
Um,
and immediately start casting.
I think yeah, it's probably easiest to put a shield up after Whirlwind, but before we spread
It's
out
up
for the
when it's getting
chakrams.
eaten by the dot.
Yeah.
Like the sucker only does one tick. It does not do more than one tick.
You're gonna hate me for suggesting this. Swift cast sucker.
Gasp. Don't
So
listen
much
to
hate.
Kanata. He's not your real dad. You don't have to listen to him.
That gut punch there. You can feel it through the internet.
I think that Shake It Off is going to be better for
Well,
Photon.
I just need to know that I need to cast it. I can't be like, alright, well, let me get into position real quick, and then we die. I need to get in and then immediately start casting. Because Tylee and I did a nice little like swappy swap. That was actually really cool. I went way too far.
A swap?
So-
What do you mean? We switched
Yeah, because the
switched
chakram
over?
was DB. I went over here. I'm like, why is Tylee to the right of me? Oh, Tylee's in his right spot. Wait, what am I doing here? It worked.
Dude.
There's plenty of room.
Hey, we had
I know,
lots
right?
of free space.
And then I took my sweet time getting to the middle, going back to D, and then we died. Whoops.
Yeah, Tam, when I was testing it before, I forgot. I was forgetting that Nisi is a dot because it's otherwise ignorable. That said, if you want to shake for the Nisi, then that's absolutely helpful. Or for the photon, I mean.
Careful is not. I need help on the hand. I don't know if you need help. Just let me know and I can throw some more shit on it.
What else do we have to be careful about there?
Careful is not panic, especially when it's like, careful, guys. Just ease up a bit. It's like, no, there's no fucking easing up. We're going full throttle one way or full throttle the other way.
In my defense, when I said it was only 4%, I didn't expect it to get up to like 8 by the time the thing went off.
Everyone has swapped at that point.
You're reminding me of Uwu, where our warrior would continually remind us to stop DPSing so we wouldn't kill the spiny too quickly as he continued to fill cleave.
It's like, stop DPS so that my DPS doesn't kill it.
I mean, realistically, everyone should have a focus target set so we know what the health of them are.
All right. Well, I'm going to go to the bathroom and grab a drink.
I thought condition wasn't supposed to drop until you left the instance.
What?
I thought condition wasn't supposed to drop until you left the instance now.
Condition? Oh, no. So you still lose condition if you die. It just doesn't do condition on a per attack or per damage taken basis, because it was not implemented to make life easier for players. It was meant to reduce server load, because updating item condition requires syncing with the character servers. And like it can do that pretty easily, like once per wipe, but less so if it's doing it constantly throughout a fight, thousands of times per fight.
There's also not a whole lot of reason to continuously update it in the middle of a fight because your gear won't usually break until you die. Or it didn't back before the, you know what I mean.
Yeah, like imagine crafting, and then halfway through the craft, your gear breaks.
Well, crafting only updates conditions
Oh.
at the end of a synth, regardless. But this is... You found the super secret tech. Somehow you need to get into a dungeon as a crafter and then do a whole bunch of crafting beyond your gear's durability points so that you don't have to repair as often.
Well, you can go into Diadem as a gatherer. That helps. Maybe. Is that still a thing? Yeah.
Diadem? Yes, Diadem is the thing. Again, it was actually removed from the game and reintroduced with Ishgard Restoration. It is the place that you go to collect materials specific to Ishgard Restoration.
It's an instance, right?
Sorry, you're cutting out the
It's
first
an
and last thing you're
instance?
saying. What? It is
So,
an
go on.
instance, but it's a slight... I don't know if it's counted the same as a dungeon. It's like Eureka in that it is a persistent instance. So there are multiple instances of Diadem, and you are in an instanced area when you are in Diadem, but you are always joining a Diadem in progress.
Were we not planning to reset?
As well.
Oh no, my durability. Ow.
Oops. Forgot to put the food buff back up.
That's why you gotta have your own manuals.
I think, is there a manual for food buffs?
I haven't spoken to my squadron in a very long time.
Like, where is she? Have we been fired? Well,
I think they're
the
just.
paycheck keeps showing up.
I think they're just doing push-ups and sit-ups and stuff.
Forever on a mission, never to end.
They're just on a training arc.
Your one or two who's over there doing squats is like gonna have really, really thick thighs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're waiting for our airship back to wherever, and yeah, it'll come back. And our return orders will come in anytime now. Anytime now.
Poor little squadron.
Nope, they're just being kept in the barracks forever.
Has there even been a rank up for the thing?
Expansion. They gave us trusts instead.
Crap! I had the hand target and then I tabbed back to my ad. Tabbing is bad.
Imagine having a mouse.
No, it's not
I
easier
don't-
with
The
mouse.
tiny actually.
In fact, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I find it interesting that even controllers call it tabbing, because on a keyboard you literally hit the tab key.
Closest to center or closest to you?
Closest to my camera.
The one thing I'll say about tab targeting with a mouse is it is easier to forcibly restrict the options because you can change your visibility very easily.
Yes, I've
That
taken to
said-
pointing my camera straight down.
Yeah, that's the real reason mouse and keyboard shines for targeting is because you can finally use all the other commands like target the target of your target.
That's the F key. It's also the pay respects key.
I wondered why I suddenly jumped to number 2 thread on him.
I somehow lost count of my GCDs.
And then I heard the La La death sigh. And I was like, oh, that's why.
My rotation got kerfuffled, and then I had to count GCDs, and I somehow miscounted.
It's just chilling there.
It's fine. He just wasn't that hungry at the moment. Had a big lunch.
That's why he's knocked back.
Photon next.
Pass. Pass from pass. Right? I don't have a partner.
Oh no.
Well,
Yeah.
it's all gone to shit.
I should be east, right? Yeah.
Great googly moogly.
Among other things that
Why did I take that?
It's
Oh yeah, enumeration.
Okay.
Right, we're doing this.
So if we're going,
Healers baiting the missile command.
if we're going by what the thing says, I'm going to be between 4 and D pretty much. After we come back from chakrams.
We're doing Kiri, was it? Or are we doing proposed? Kiri, okay. So we're doing Kiri. Okay.
I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get the tank, get them into position. Because I didn't realize they follow us out to the outside. So.
They do follow us out to the outside, so like everywhere between A and D needs to be clear so I can go through there.
Because we're both going to need to like run through, drag our bosses, and then run back. So we're going to have to run back in for the hot blasters, and then you guys are going to have to move back out again.
I mean, I don't mind running around the outside. It's just I'm gonna need to know where I'm gonna need to run.
You can't run around the outside though.
After the hawk blasters go off, I can.
But he's gonna be on the edge. What do you mean you're gonna run him through the outside? Or run along the outside?
I mean, not like the outside, but like here-ish.
I don't think you have time.
So is there like timers that determine who's what, or how are we doing that?
Timers for what?
The Naces, hang on then.
There
There was a pass order. I'm looking for where the hell it is in this thing.
After photon is the first pass.
Like as it's going off, basically.
So we're grouping up in pairs, though, right?
Yep.
Tank and DPS, healer and DPS. Okay.
Yep, I think Kelly, you were okay with me. So if I get it, just run to me, and if you get it, also run to me.
Okay, are you going to be... So, what position are you going to be, though?
Right. There.
Are you going to be north?
No, me and Carrot are going to be
So I'm gonna be,
northwest-ish.
Probably there-ish.
Well, under Kiri, you guys just stand west. That's what this little diagram shows. Not northwest-ish, you just stand west. Except, I guess, until the water pops out and you have to get away from it.
Well, the lightning is different than the Nisi.
Yeah, so you pass it, and as soon as we pass, I can head over to the east side if I have water. Actually, I should probably head over to the east side regardless.
So that first water, is that on, like,
It's on near.
Polenta? No, I mean, like, are you? Is it
No,
landing
B.
on?
First water's on B.
Right, which is where you're standing.
No.
No.
I will be pointing it away from wherever I need to be pointing it, which is going to be
Oh, okay.
like southeast, south, or east. It's going to depend. But I'll be like in that. I'll be around 2-ish. I mean, I'll try. I'm going to make sure that Spin Crusher doesn't hit people for water or something, right? So
Okay.
I'm mostly worried about boss positioning, but
So where are you playing the beacon out of? There, where
We'll stand there
Aos is?
until we pass.
Okay, so we pass after Photon. And then we have it, and then who do we pass it to after that? It says the person with the matching
Yeah, back. You
final
pass it back.
judgment. Oh, you just pass it back. Okay.
That's
Yeah,
all.
until the last one, which we'll need to actually figure out which debuff you need.
Is the water not like it was in 6?
what you mean?
Was it 6? Do you need where you needed like more than one person to stand with them, like 3 people?
3
Okay.
people will probably live if they're shielding. Otherwise, you need 4.
Right. Well, I meant you and 3 people, but I mean, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's like a loose spread.
Yeah.
You don't want to actually stack up.
Right, because we still have the plague.
I will say everything that I say from now on is probably going to go without saying that we're not touching each other. Because
Maintain social distancing.
yeah, this is very relevant. This fight is so relevant.
Definitely have to get within 6 feet of each other.
Or your mascot.
Sorry, I only have a half mask.
I guess that might work as long as it's not like a vertical half mask.
The first water drop in that last one.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
like somewhere diagonally in the middle.
It dropped,
Yeah.
it dropped middle west.
Yeah, I had it. I was waiting for the pass. It never came. It just dropped right where Eris is.
Yeah, I think if you have the water, if you have the water or lightning, you should just go ahead and
pass
go.
first.
So, is the lightning being passed to the tank at 2 then? Or to the
Between-
Brute Justice tank then?
Yes. To me.
Okay. And then it's a DPS who takes it from a DPS, or a healer takes it from a DPS for 3.
Wait. What are you talking about? Are you talking about the Nisi or
Lightning passes.
lightning passes? The first
Because
one
the waters we just basically loose stack.
the first one's going to Tam, the second one's going
Yes.
to a healer.
A healer. Okay.
At least that's what I recall. Like the lightnings are
The
handled
water
by the
healer.
healers. Yes.
That's what this says on here. It says DPS Brute Justice tank is the first one. Brute Justice tank and the first water healer, and then the first water healer and the cruise chaser. I cannot speak.
Tank.
Yes. So we shouldn't have to
that's-
worry about that as DPS.
And that is the indication of the 3 markers on the diagram, where the first lightning is on the Brute Justice tank, who's standing around D-ish, facing west. The second one is due north, and the third one is east-ish.
Yeah, so that leaves the rest of us to handle the water. Fun. All without touching each
Exciting.
other. No hugs.
Healers are going to be beating southwest, right?
It's pretty far. Probably southeast.
Baiting what?
I don't think you can.
If you're talking about missile command, it'll be south-ish, depending on where the enumerations are standing, because we still need to be able to get over there.
Yeah, I would actually. That's a good point. We should pick enumeration, buddies, and positions real quick. I'm gonna borrow this. So, given that the main tank and main ad are southeast northwest, the enumerations should probably stack like that, right? In the middle-ish, because healers are going to have to run south afterwards. Or no, wait, is the baiting before or after?
During?
Shit.
Here's the timing. Missile command happens with the after the first compressed water. So
Yeah, it was starting when we died.
so as soon as the Earth missile lands, that's when the enumeration and hidden minefield show up.
So, very good chance we're still going to be east, because the rest of us are still east. Like, we'll take our water here. We'll make it.
I'll dodge. Sorry, I'll bait north.
You know that enumerations do not involve tanks, right? So I'm just like, healers have to do one first or then the other. It's not like you pick one. Yeah, so water, lightning, bait, then enumeration.
So, like, we take our waters here, right? And then
Doing water? You don't have time to do that, do you?
we get water, though. Here's the water, right? Healers start with water. Yeah.
Oh, do they?
Water starts on one random healer, yeah. It's been good both times tonight, though, so.
So I guess we'll be baiting northeast.
But we have to be the furthest away from the boss. If the boss are, like, middle-ish.
Oh, yeah, I guess it's further away from Brute, not necessarily from
Fair
both.
enough. But we'll be around this area.
There is a slight caveat in that both Earth Missile and Hidden Minefield target the farthest away, so you don't.
So are you getting the hidden mine, Slunta?
No. I guess that means I need to point Cruise Chaser like I need to be standing like here, just to make sure that I'm not farthest away. That's awkward. I don't like that, but whatever.
It should be fine because, well, I mean, I don't want to speak for the healers, but they should be going to the edge of the arena for the baits.
Yeah, it's just one of those scenarios where like I'm worried that they're going to bait one, then move in, and they're no longer going to be the farthest out because it's two baits in a row. First the puddles, then the mines. But all right, it's fine, whatever.
It's furthest from Brute Justice, right? It's not furthest
Yeah.
from Cruise Chaser. So the first puddle is baited like on the edge. Then you move just outside of the puddle inward, still the furthest from Brute Justice, and the mines are there. And then you can, since you're tanking Cruise Chaser right there, you can just boop the mine.
I just meant like if I was doing exactly what I would be doing by default, Cruise Chaser would be here and I would be here just naturally, which is pretty far out. So that's fine though. Let's try it.
That feels a little.
Is that
far
happening
out
with the
based on
ice
diagram.
or not? Is that what you're talking about?
No, this is after
No,
the
this is
Let's first try to do a successful ice or lightning water stack. And go for that.
Fix those waymarks.
And just verifying because I just reread the thing. DPS is just staying in the middle that whole
No,
time,
you need to
right?
come to water. You need to come to every water.
Well, the difference is that we might, if you're here with the water, for example, we might only need to be like spread in a little arc like here. Because we only have to be close enough to get hit by the water. So we're still saying middle-ish, right?
After the water, we move into the we remain in the middle of the arena and stay there.
There's-
Like, we're not baiting anything, we're just waiting for enumeration. After handling water, the only thing DPS have to worry about is
Yes, and then the
enumeration.
second one.
Correct? And then the second pass depends on whether DPS had it first or not. So we've already done the first pass. So if it was on DPS to start with, now it's on tanks and healers, and the DPS need to find the tank or healer that corresponds to their debuff.
I think you pass it, then you pass it back, and then the third one's the one you have to worry about. I think the first two are mindless with your pair.
Okay, you're right. Second pass is with your partner. And that's after the enumeration. All right, so should know everything up to enumeration. And the first water is going down around B, correct?
Yes.
If
So
you're doing Kiri, yeah. If you're doing Kiri, then
we are doing Kiri. So the question.
the first water is over at B. Then with Missile Command, DPS are hanging out around D-ish for the enumerations. Healers will bait their stuff C, and then move into the enumeration, and then you're already in position for the second water. So you can just keep hanging out here until it goes.
Let's do it. Let's get there. Why me? Why me? I mean, the answer is because I have 7, but why me? That is profoundly unfair.
That is
What?
fact.
We touched.
Yeah, he res
did
on
you,
top
like,
of you.
res with you? Okay.
I don't have any more passive tools. I'm gonna take a random one. Oh wait, we don't have. Wait, what? What is happening?
I'm gonna guess whoever had the lightning touched too much, died, and then it cascaded.
There were only 2 Nisis at the time, right?
Either that or someone touched me too much and I died. It cascaded because I had the water. One or the other.
So, touching to a minimum.
I gave my Nisi to Nearest, and then I think me and Salento ran into each other.
Rip.
And we both blew up.
Oops.
Oh dear.
Ouch.
That's a good cleave. You got all of us with that one.
People are using sprint when you're odd and you're coming up soon, right?
It depends if you're 3. There's nothing.
Well, no, when you're coming up soon, like, so 3 would be using it after like the 5th
But you're
explosion.
standing there. It's like 3 goes to right here, and it's like waits for like 3 seconds, and then it pops up into you. Unless you're behind. If you're behind, yeah, of course you should.
It's never a bad idea to hit it. Worst
Just-
case scenario, it does nothing, but there's a not zero chance that it would actually help it estimate him farther forward.
That's probably.
I don't want it.
I thought it was going to be fine, actually.
It's 26%. Got messed up.
Ah!
I'm gonna ask a wild and crazy question, because I think it's a thing we can do. Is there a world where we can kill him before the hand if I just don't hit the hand in that last phase? Because there have been times where we have him at like 4% when the hand of pain thing goes out. What if we just kill him instead?
Science?
You know, maybe that's the way you skip the second whatever thing.
This seems correct.
Is that shown anywhere that we can look and see if that's the thing?
I mean, so when that phase starts, everyone switches off of the hand, and he's at like 12%, and I get him down to like 6 or something. Like, I think we just kill the
I'm
liquid.
down to try it. That saves so much effort.
So before that hand of pain, what's the last one?
Attention.
I feel like I can switch probably pretty early.
Is the one before that, like right before he casts Cascade again?
It might be.
Probably.
Yeah, if there's not another one before that.
Let's try some science.
So I think after the second Cascade, I think, or is it the third? No, second.
We know the one. But it doesn't matter if it's second or third.
Yeah, I think that's probably the meta. Let's give it a shot.
Interesting.
That probably makes this, because this whole time I'm still thinking like this is way tighter than it should be.
Let me know when that switch happens so that I can make sure that I'm not gonna like bother wasting any attacks.
This one, right?
I think that's the switch.
Now,
That's the slap. All right.
all on liquid.
Nope, there was a slap right there.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh,
Okay.
That's not surprising in retrospect.
I still think after that one we're fine.
Yeah, so that's the one when we're doing in the middle of the movement for the second bait for the twisters and stuff. So I've already switched off at that point, but I can definitely make sure that I stop using AoE attacks and like I don't waste a tri-disaster on the hand, etc.
That's gonna be pushing it pretty close.
Something to keep in mind if we can skip that last slap. Never mind.
You should still try it.
Yeah, I'm still going to. absolutely. Gonna not do more damage.
But if he dies sooner, isn't that less damage?
Look.
Not that one. Right there. That's well.
This is so meta.
Wait, we still do the hand there.
That's their position.
Placeholder, are you 6?
Yes, I'm 6.
You're too young to be in this raid, I'm sorry.
That's not right.
Carpet showered.
Konada, why'd you kill me like that?
Wait, I was 7. I didn't have anything to do with it.
Oh, I see what I did wrong. So, Lento, when you asked me that, it didn't register at all with me that I was on the wrong side. Oh.
I was 8, and let's put it this way. I was running ahead of the pack for a reason.
Wow.
No,
I was 7. I was like, we're super dead. I don't know how to save this. Let me go backwards. That didn't help.
Oh no, that Flaming Crush almost killed that doll. We're fine. Does basically 0 damage. So easy. Wow.
All my friends are dead. How could this happen?
Oh no, I appreciate it. Oh no.
I shot Joey.
Ow.
I think we made some important pieces
I
of
made
progress
it
tonight.
a lot, actually.
Like
being able to
finding-
get the splashes.
Finding out that we
Splashes.
spent literally months doing it wrong.
Yeah, well, we also saw Nisi a few times. We even did a pass at one point, I
we were
think.
doing it the hard way. It was an extra challenge.
We're just keeping our
We were
healers
just-
in check.
We were just training with weights on, so that when we took the weights off, suddenly it was that much easier.
It's kind of a joke now. Like,
Okay,
The
Goku.
only awkward thing about that is it means Lucid comes off cooldown in the middle of Limit Cut.
And we don't get Whispering Dawn.
you ain't doing anything else in that phase.
But we end the phase like 3,000 mana higher, so actually it like balances out.
You're
Also, like, when we normally stack up for heals, yeah, don't do that. Just don't move. Just hit it.
Oh,
yeah,
I've
if you're in your
stopped
ley lines,
that.
don't come in. If you're, yeah, your carrot, just hit the thing.
Yeah, I don't. If we were still doing our original strat where I was on the other side, where Carrot is now, then that would have been fine, but the way I am now, I just chill on my
Nice.
ley lines at the end there.
Yep.
Well, that's pretty
That's
spiffy.
good.
I
Progress.
couldn't imagine we were that far behind the DPS that everyone else in the world gets to skip that splash and we don't. Like, we were nowhere close.
And then we find out we're actually a little bit more than we need to be.
Yeah, we're pretty far ahead of it now, I think. Oops.
Pretty far ahead is in like 2 GCDs. I guess it's pretty far ahead.
That's a lot in this fight. What are you
Yeah,
talking
because we only have like 70 GCDs.
We were probably 3 or 4. Like that time we killed it when the slap was about to happen. Like as the animation for slap was going off. He still has to like recover from that and then stand up and then cast hand and then slap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna poo on this just a little bit because it's making my DPS numbers look worse.
So
I do a lot of damage on that thing because my Bahamut comes up. I guess what I should be doing is I should actually be saving Bahamut for when Cruise Chaser and Brute Justice come down.
Hold up. Those last 3 pulls, you weren't the dance partner. Your DPS would be lower.
Wait, why was I not the dance partner? What the fuck, guys? I'm doing a full 1,000 DPS lower in like every pull than the first half of the night. I was doing like 19k. I'm like, why? Why?
This would be explained by that, yes.
Oops.
What
because I
happened?
forgot, and then when I remembered, you were too few across the arena, so I just picked him.
It should have only been for like the last 3 or 4.
It was only the last 3 or 4 because I didn't have a dance partner at all for the first however many. When we leave and come back in, I forget.
Oops.
So your DPS is fine.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's fine. It's DPS lower. Makes me feel bad.
Well, now you know the difference between a dance partner and a not dance partner.
It's about 1,000 DPS.
Yeah, just about. The numbers I was looking at work today, it's about 1,100 on average that you're getting added to you. So this will actually help us a lot. I was having a really hard time lining up the phases with GCDs and stuff with other groups because everyone was skipping that phase. So our parses were always like 4 or 5 GCDs longer than everyone else's, and it was really hard to balance out actual DPS numbers.
Yeah, this is actually
So-
going to help a lot when it gets time to doing Cruise Chaser and Brute Justice, because if I don't have to summon Bahamut, which, spoiler, I'm not going to, that means that I get to open up on Cruise, Chaser, and Brute Justice with a full Bahamut, and followed immediately by a full Phoenix.
Yeah, this is gonna bring some spice to the table, hopefully. If nothing else, we shouldn't have to worry about the first phase like ever wiping anymore, even with like a death.
Wouldn't it be spicier with the death though?
Yes.
Well,
Now Kanata's gonna be bored.
Mm,
I'll run
Just,
into the wall for you.
As far as I'm concerned, Kanata, you have an extra 3,000 mana worth of the DPS to be doing now.
Well, if
Get
I
to
DPS, I use less mana for healing. I'm actually mana positive when I DPS one. Isn't that strange?
I'm gonna go do some of that sleeping stuff. Are we on for Crystal Chronicles tomorrow night?
yeah, I should do some prep.
Yeah, I
I'm
guess
down.
make a character of each type, right?